Secret Lairs. If you're watching this, you likely have heard about them. But in the off chance you haven't, here's the deal. Every month, give or take, a drop set is released with a theme in mind. Some are focused on artists, some are focused on diversity, and some are focused on crossovers. However, the belief, at least those amongst who believe this belief to be true, I know that's good writing, right? Was that the cards would never be mechanically unique. That belief was shattered when a crossover drop with the mechanically unique cards featuring the characters from The Walking Dead came out in late 2020. Many people were vocal about hating these cards with a vitriol that made many people, myself included, a little nervous to admit that I actually bought one. As it turns out, there are many people like me who bought it as The Walking Dead broke sales records. It feels so good to come out of the closet. About The Walking Dead. I came out of the other closet when tweets were just only attributed to small birds. Anyway, long story short, Secret Lairs and crossover properties have gotten even bigger, and now with Wizards announcing both a Lord of the Rings expansion and a Warhammer 40,000? Or is it 40K? I can never be sure. It is safe to say that crossovers have crossed over. And like Quentin Crisp, I am choosing to swim with the tide, only faster. So allow me to toss into the ring my suggestions for possible Secret Lair crossovers in no particular order. And remember, you can get single copies of the Secret Lair cards by clicking on our TCG Player affiliate link below in the video description. It helps us bring better videos to you, and any help is greatly appreciated. And that is no secret. Warning, the following cards were designed for illustrative purposes. They are not meant to be good or even correct. They are just for funsies. So if you see a mistake, please let that slide. As much as I love having my stupidity pointed out in a public forum, please try not to do so. Like all vampires, my ego is as fragile as a Christmas ornament. But I know that you must know that I tried my hardest to fuck up as little as possible. And now, the crossovers. Game of Thrones. This one is obvi. There's a lot you can do here. Granted, I stopped watching after the Red Wedding, the angriest I have ever been with a TV series in my entire life. But I am smart enough to know that there is much you can do with this property, be it character, setting, or theme. Castlevania. It was one of the best Nintendo games, and the Netflix series is considered one of the best animated adaptations of a video game ever made. And it is. The game is just amazing, and I'm not just saying that because I am a vampire. The characters are fully developed, the monsters are unique and terrifying, and it would be such a good set for an Innistrad mashup. How amazing would it be to have Alper Markov get into a turf war with Dracula? Or what about Trevor Belmont teaming up with Thalia to slay some residual Emrakul horrors? Aliens, facehuggers, xenomorphs, the Queen, LV-426, Nostromo. There's nothing about the Aliens franchise that would not make a brilliant crossover. The mechanics would be off the charts in this one, and the flavor? Outer space is the limit. And in space, no one can hear you scream. The Legend of Zelda. Never mind that Hyrule and Link could easily be characters from Magic proper, but it is also hailed as a forerunner to the entire genre of RPGs. And really, designing the Triforce has got to be a designer dream job. I attempted myself. More like, try again, Force. Mortal Kombat. Come for the fights, stay for the fatalities. And that would be the selling point, a fatality mechanic. In fact, if that is not enough to sell you on it, then let's have a little chat, shall we? Alice in Wonderland. It's literary, it's psychedelic, and it's due for a new interpretation. And with creatures like the Jabberwocky, the Mad Hatter, the White Rabbit, and the Queen of Hearts, it's impossible not to see this being something that not only fits in Magic, but could be amplified, since it's public domain. JoJo's Bizarre Adventure. There is enough going on in this series to be its entire card game, but who wouldn't love to see Jonathan Joestar and his bloodline of stand users and their accompanying antagonists gracing the world of MTG? Nobody I would care to associate with, that's who. And if you don't believe me, try watching the show, and not just the memes of it, and see if you don't agree. Rick and Morty. 2 words, Pickle Rick. I think that's all I need to say about that. Well, what did you think of my layer ideas? Brilliant? Absolute garbage? Brilliant garbage? Let me know in the comments, please, as well as your ideas of what you'd like to see for new layers. Special shout out to Allison P.S. Des Marvelous. I know I butchered that, but my Brazilian's off. For the ideas you let me steal. I would follow you down a rabbit hole any day. Wait a minute, it came out wrong. Anyway, that's all we got for you today, folks. Thanks for watching, and until next time, I got a scoop.